happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update that you guys can probably already tell that it is going down. Just by that title alone, you're definitely gonna want to check this one out, guys. Another day, another Democratic insider getting caught treating campaign coffers like their personal ATM. So we now have top Democratic treasurer Catherine Buchanan pleading guilty to an $840,000 embezzlement scheme. Guys, I'm excited to get to this one, so we're not straight into it. All I ask that you guys please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, let's straight into it, folks. Check this one out.
And we're learning now that she did what Joe did and tried to pass that work off onto someone else using USAID. They wrote up a contract worth up to $800 million for consultants to find the root causes for them. But here's the problem. Walter Barnes III, the man who founded one of these companies that got the cash, was a known con man. He just pled guilty to a decade-long USAID bribery scheme. And the government knew he was shady for years, even before they gave him all the money. Now, in 2023, the USAID Inspector General said Barnes lacked honesty and integrity. But on the same day, he was awarded an $800 million contract. They had good reason to be suspicious. Over the years, Barnes secured big money deals by bribing USAID employee with pricey basketball suites, a trip to the vineyard, and even a down payment on a house. Isn't that nice? And once he got paid, Barnes burned through pallets of cash, doing everything but what we paid him to do. We reached out to Walter, never got back to us.
All right, you guys, that was just a little fraud flashback. Actually covered that story on the USAID bribery scheme scandal that went down underneath the nose of then Vice President Kamala Harris. I just wanted to show you guys there's a trend with these loonies on the left and their fraudulent schemes. And just the other day, we got a breaking news update on a prominent Democratic campaign treasurer pleading guilty to embezzlement. We're seeing Catherine Buchanan, a former treasurer for numerous Democrat campaigns, including Senator Tim Kaine and Mark Warner of Virginia, pleading guilty to an embezzling of over $840,000 in campaign funding, nearly $1 million. And apparently she also lied to the IRS in order to save $670,000 in taxes. Says Buchanan is scheduled to be sentenced in October and faces up to 5 years in person per charge. So I think she went down on 3 counts. And of course, we got folks on X absolutely outraged tweeting out. This is Fatima Khan tweeting out saying this case involving Catherine Buchanan is a serious breach of public trust and a stark reminder of the need for greater transparency and accountability in political fundraising. Embezzling over $840,000 from campaign funds, money meant to support the Democratic participation and representation, betrays not only the candidates she worked for, but the voters who donated this money in good faith. And on top of that, she also lied to the IRS in order to avoid paying $670,000 in taxes. This adds a whole nother layer of deceit and criminality. Regardless of the political affiliation, this kind of corruption undermines public confidence in the political systems and gives fuel to cynicism about how campaigns are run. It's essential that this behavior be met with appropriate legal consequences, not just for justice in this case, but to send a clear message that political operatives are not above the law. Well said, Fatima. Well said. We definitely need to draw the line on this one. We can't keep allowing them to get away with this. I mean, I showed you guys the fraud flashback in the beginning just to show there's a trend alongside these loonies on the left, their fraudulent behaviors, and then somehow getting away with it. When do we draw the line and make them pay for their crime and their fraudulent actions? We got TK for Trump, Tanya here tweeting out saying another Democrat bites the dust. Prison time for Catherine Buchanan, doesn't pay to steal. And then we're seeing that press release again. I mean, hey, you gotta pay. If you could do the crime, you definitely could do the time. We got a true patriot here on X saying, throw the book at her. If we don't, nothing will ever change, which is definitely the truth. We can't allow these folks to keep getting away with this. And we got an article here, this one coming from the United States Attorney's Office, Eastern District of Virginia, where this crime or the illicit crimes are said to have been committed. With an article here, I want to just dive a little deeper. You guys know me, I'm deeply seated in research. We have to make sure we get to the bottom of every story so that I'm informed on what actually went down. This one's titled Campaign Treasurer Pleads Guilty to Embezzling Over $840K. Check her out. It says an Alexandria woman pled guilty to embezzling campaign contributions from 3 federal candidates for political office and committing tax evasion. According to court documents, Catherine Margaret Buchanan, 59, worked as a political campaign compliance consultant for more than 20 years for various political campaigns and political action committees, PACs. Typically, she held the title of treasurer of the campaign or PAC. Beginning in 2020 and continuing through to 2024, Buchanan used the access she held as treasurer to embezzle contributed funds from clients and converted that money for her own personal use. Buchanan used campaign or PAC funds to make payments to her personal credit cards, used official campaign or PAC credit cards to make personal purchases, used campaign or PAC funds to pay for third party for her own personal enrichment, and transferred funds from campaign or PAC bank accounts into her own personal bank accounts. Very criminal actions and behavior we're seeing coming from Buchanan. It says Buchanan also used the embezzled funds for such personal expenses as dining, landscaping, aesthetic services, Peloton exercise bike. At least she was trying to get in shape, doing something positive. Clothing, airline tickets to Italy, concert tickets, and suites. Chartered yacht tours, legal fees. She's definitely going to need it with the trouble that she's got herself into. She's got a lot of legal fees. It says altogether, Buchanan misappropriated at least $840,000 and contributed funds from various campaign committees and PACs for whom she served as treasurer. Says Buchanan also underreported the income that she received from 2017 through the year 2022 to the Internal Revenue Service to avoid paying taxes on it. This resulted in a total loss of unpaid federal taxes of roughly $670,000. Buchanan is scheduled to be sentenced on October 8th and faces up to 5 years in prison for each charge. It says the actual sentences for federal crimes are typically less than the maximum penalties. A federal district court judge will determine any sentence after considering the U.S. sentencing guidelines and other statutory factors. Wow. Okay. Yo, there we have it, guys. Oh my goodness. Yeah, another one of those loonies on the left, top Democratic official getting caught using campaign coffers like personal ATMs, bank machines, and we can't allow this to keep going on. I mean, we have to draw the line somewhere. If we don't, they're going to continue to abuse and misuse their office that they're holding in order to, enrich themselves in a personal manner. We cannot allow this. I mean, these folks have gotten away with this for how long now? I mean, when is enough enough? When I think enough has been enough, but now it's actually time. We've got the right leadership in office. We got President Donald Trump. Trump's administration is not messing around when it comes to the corruption, the fraudulent schemes of these folks on the left. It's time we go ahead and drop the hammer. A severe punishment is definitely warranted in this situation so that, going forward, folks will look back and say, okay, I see what happened to old Catherine Buchanan, that former top Democratic treasurer who, abused her office, abused her seat in order to embezzle this money. And I probably shouldn't do the same. We've seen her getting slapped with a very hefty fine or hefty sentence. And that kind of sets the tone, the precedent for these folks that follow that may be enticed to misuse their office. They're saying, oh, okay, I seen what happened to her. Maybe I'm going to take a different road, a different route. I'm going to do things the right way because I don't want to suffer the same punishment. Guys, but definitely hop in that comment section. Comments are open. I'm excited to hear what you guys are thinking on this one. Also, make sure you guys please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy more content like this, catch you guys on the next week.